is looking for a church that will worship from a surrendered place. There is nothing that is undermined as surrender. We preach it, but we hardly see it because Christians are so alive in their flesh. And I'm not saying that from a point of criticism, no. I just said God is looking for, so it's the observation of the Spirit. Studying Paul and how Paul sees worship, even when they were in prison, when they were worshiping God and there was a shaking, they were doing it from a surrendered place, not from the place of where they were. I discovered that Paul speaks deeply about worship, not just as singing, but as a lifestyle of surrender. He speaks of obedience and honoring God with whole life. So worship is not just what we do on the altar when we are given an opportunity to sing. Singing and worshiping are two different things. Worship is not a moment to connect to God, but it's a lifestyle that is permanently connected to God. So you are worshiping, or rather singing, from the point of connection you are not about to connect. And if you know who He is and what He means to you, you will worship God with gratitude, not because you are okay this morning, not because I'm okay this morning, but I understand who this God is. When I said self, I was talking about the fact that we have an understanding as Christians that to enter through Jesus is to experience life. So we come to church looking for life, for freedom and satisfaction, and we forget surrender. It says a thief has only one thing in mind. He wants to steal, slaughter, and destroy. People of God, I don't know if you've seen around what is happening in our nation. The devil is slaughtering our kids every angle you turn. I'm standing here and I'm grieved. The last issue that is trending is a young man that was killed driving Uber. Where are the Christians that are surrendered? Why are we preaching the gospel in the name of I want, in the presence of God? It's not about you. I've been preaching that and people think I'm just sarcastic. People think I'm full of criticism. Christianity is not when you have made it, you have to go back and preach this gospel and pull other people out of the dungeon. That's the essence of Christianity. Why are our children dying like this? Why is our nation bleeding like this while we have worshipers? A place of surrender. In John 10, verse 17, he says, the Father has an intense love for me. This is Jesus. Because I freely give my own life to raise it up again. Freely, the word freely. We have to freely, not conditionally, not because I'm looking for elevation, not because I'm looking for someone to clean me up, but freely. You do it freely. That's a point of surrender. So Jesus is basically saying, I surrendered my life. Because if I could, I would say no and they wouldn't take it away from me. But I did it with you in mind. I surrender my own life, and no one has the power to take my life from me. So Jesus intentionally chose to lay down his life for you so you can pick up your own on the same spot where he surrendered his own. I don't know if you get me. In the same spot where blood was shed and Jesus died, I want you to have the consciousness that you are picking up your own in the platform or on the mountain where there's already blood that was spilled for you. So God is looking for a surrendered house. Forget about yourself. I told you, enter his gate. And he says, I am a gateway. So be careful what you do in his presence and how you think. You know, God does not look at a dress and how you sing and how well you sing. A posture comes from a surrendered heart. So I'm going to say, work on crucifixion of self. A surrendered heart is the best and effective position of worship, and it will come from humility, the toughest thing to get out of Christianity. Humility.
When my spirit is weak and I cannot go on mercy reminds me that I still belong.